If you want to be more efficient and effective while running your business with more inner peace than working on the core of your issues instead of putting on a band-aid is vital. Welcome to the Business Brain Podcast.
I'm your host, Esty Rapport, and here to help you improve your 28 cognitive functions, the 28 things that make up thinking. In each episode, we'll discuss a real-life challenge, why you might be struggling with it, and give you practical strategies so all areas of your life will improve.
When Kimberly joined our 90-day program, Optimize Your Brain, making a plan was a struggle. It not only got in the way of her doing her work, it also caused tension with her loved ones. Technically, she knew making a plan would help, but it was so logical, and it was only there because it's meant to help. She had so much resistance and so little desire to make a plan. When other participants in the cohort would talk about how improving their ability to make a plan helped them and how they wanted to make plans because of the benefits, she only dreamed of the day of when that would happen. If you're experiencing something similar, I'm here to tell you, you do not have to struggle forever. In this episode 473 of the Business Brain Podcast, I'm going to share with you the exact steps of what you can do to have your own transformation. But first, which one of your thinking skills is the strongest? Which thinking skills need some help? Find out by taking the Thinking Skills Assessment at lifefixuniversity.com/CF. While you're doing any task, you, without even realizing it, are using your 28 thinking skills. The thinking skills you need to use are strong. Doing the task happens easily. Thinking skills you need to use is weak. Doing the task will be a challenge. The struggle that Kimberly had came from a weak thinking skill of having a need to make a plan. The thinking skill of having a need to make a plan is not actually making a plan. It is the desire and seeing the benefit of making a plan. Actually making a plan requires you to use many thinking skills at once, but you won't find yourself making plans if your brain doesn't see a desire for it. To help Kimberly, we started off with having discussions of why a plan would be good. What are the benefits? Is it worth taking the time to plan? What would happen when we plan? While we did this in discussion with the group, you can do this at home, having discussions with your loved ones or simply journaling. This helped Kimberly get a better picture of why planning would be worth it, and she managed to even sometimes plan even though it was extremely difficult. But there was still so much resistance, and she found it challenging to see why in this situation a plan would be good or how detailed the plan would be. As always, we want to understand the underlying issue. What is causing this resistance? Kimberly shared that when she was a child, there were lots of plans that were made that never panned out. What associations do you think her brain made with plan? Disappointment, low feelings, and certainly not fun or productive. We needed to make new associations in her brain, and making a plan was actually worth it. So I had Kimberly do two things. And if you need to make new associations to having a need to make a plan, I suggest you do the same. Number one, make a list of all the times making a plan has helped you. It can be something small, like making a plan remembered to help you take your lunch, or it can be something big, like making a plan helped you give your speech. The second thing you can do is keep a running list of the times your plan did work out. So often we focus on all the times that our plan didn't work out, that our brain just gets reinforced, plans don't work out. But if we make a list of all the times plans did work out, we're making new associations in our brain. Both of these lists give your brain proof that plans can be good and help you make those better associations. Remember, actually making the plan requires to use many of the thinking skills. So I'm not saying that after having good associations, all of a sudden magically making a plan will be easy. For that, we need to work on all the thinking skills related to making a plan. If you find planning a challenge, I suggest you listen to episode 446. Without having a need to make a plan, no planning technique will help you. You first have to have the desire to plan, and then we can talk about actually making the plan. Your challenge this week is to choose one of the following 3 exercises. Bonus points if you can do more of them. Number 1, have a discussion or journal about the benefits of having a plan. Number 2, make a list of times in your life where having a plan did help you. Remember, it can be small situations, but together these pieces create a new association in your brain. Number 3, keep a running list of when you did plan and it did help you for continued reinforcement that making a plan is beneficial. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next episode. That's all for this episode of the Business Brain Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please share it with 2 of your business friends so they too can gain from it, and you'll be helping us reach our goal of 1 million downloads by the end of 2025. Cheers to peak brain performance.